What is up, people? It's your boy Chenzo, and welcome back to another episode. It is almost October, baby. October, that means rainy season is almost over. Also means tourist season is right around the corner, which is where you come in. Because I'm sure you want to brush up on all your Costa Rica stuff so you are 100% sure you're ready for your vacation. So today, we're going to talk about 10 scams that I found online that you should maybe or maybe not worry about here in Costa Rica. Now today I went online and I found a whole bunch of different lists of different people's ideas of what scams are here in Costa Rica, because I've been here for 5 years. It's kind of repetitive to me. As far as scam goes, I see it a mile away. I already know what's going on. I'm not a tourist. I don't do the whole tourism thing. And that's number one here, really. I mean, I know it's hard for you to come to another country and not be a tourist, especially when you see things and you're looking around, you're like, oh my God, look at this, look at that. But that is like, especially in tourism areas, that is like blood hunger for these guys that are looking to scam you. So when you are out there looking with your big hat and your map and you're pointing to this and asking questions and all this, it's the easiest way to get scammed. I mean, you really gotta understand that you're in a touristy area, and if you look like a tourist, it's just quick for people that are looking to get you. They're just eat that up, you know, and they're good at it. They know what to say. They know how to do it. They've been doing it for many years, and it works. And really, at the end of the day, you pay your money, you get out, you go home, you're like, damn, you got scammed so hard, you know. But you live and you learn. So to start this off, I would really just like to say, even if you are a tourist coming to Costa Rica, try not to look so touristy. Yeah, it's tough, I know, but give it a shot. Just keep it in your mind when you're out there. If you feel a little sketchy, just try not to be so, what is this, what is that, where am I, who am I, all that stuff, because people will see that and they feed off of it. So anyway, number one, let's start off with tourist traps. As far as a fake tourism guide, and I don't really think this is too much something you need to worry about now in 2022 with all the different reviews and Facebooks and Instagrams. And if you find yourself in a situation where you just paid a guy a bunch of money to come to Costa Rica, he's not a real tour guide, you should have did your homework. I mean, I feel like that's a little bit now of a thing where it's a little bit of a past, because there's a million different tour guides, and if you're gonna pay your money, you want to know what you're getting into. And if you go to Facebook and they don't have a Facebook page and they don't have Instagram and they don't have a website, that should just pop up in your head and be like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pay this guy a bunch of money to go, be a tour, go through his tour. And it's probably not a good idea. It's probably a scam. Don't do that. Do your research. If you see a tour guide and he's got beautiful reviews, you're good. You're golden. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about the little things like that. Just let fate take it, because these people are very good people here in Costa Rica, so you don't have to worry about things like that. If he has no website, he has no Facebook, he has no Instagram, and he says he's a tour guide, I want to move on and find somebody else. Number two, taxi scams. Meter scams will take you for a ride and a ride and a ride, and then all of a sudden you're like, hold on, where are we going? It just took 45 minutes to go 20 minutes or 10 minutes, and now you're paying for it. That's what happens. And oh, the road is closed, or oh, we gotta go out because the bridge is closed, we gotta go around. And be careful. I always suggest that you ask the taxi beforehand. Do not even get in the car without knowing how much it is, or just give him a price. Be like, hey, I think it's probably worth about 7 mil, so I got 7 mil if you want to take me to here. And he might be like, yeah, you know what, I was gonna charge you 6, or whatever. But I would definitely not get inside any taxi without knowing the price. We're going here and I want another price. Don't mess with the taxis, man. They will get you. Also today, nowadays, we have Uber in a lot of these big cities. So if you get to a city and you get to your hotel, I would just go into the Uber app and see if people are around, just so you know if you have Uber in your area, and then Uber it, because you know the price right there. It's easy, it's right on your card, it's so much easier. Definitely would recommend Ubering over taking a taxi, but if you have to take a taxi, just know the price. Alright, number 3. This one is a little scary. It's a little, you know, it's one of those things in Central America that you don't want to get yourself into, which is the popped tire scam or accident scam, where somebody might bump into you, or you know, you might go to a gas station, the guy's watching you. You go to a gas station, he slices a little bit out of your tire, so you're driving down the road, he's following you, your tire pops, you pull off, he tries to help you, and while he's helping you, somebody's around the back, you know, stealing your stuff, which it could happen. I would say it's not really something you have to worry about. I would just make sure before, you know, you do anything, make sure all of your tires look safe, make sure your car looks safe. I wouldn't rent a car without going through it immediately anyway, but like I said, you might pull off to a rest stop, somebody sees you, you look like a tourist, and boom, 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 they kind of get you. But these are just stories I've heard from other people, nothing personal from me, nothing even personal my friends, just stories through the internet I've heard from the past that people have gotten robbed this way, and that's a shame. It happens in Central America. People take advantage, and but I wouldn't say that's something you're gonna have to worry about. That's a very, very small percentage of chance that would happen to you. But if somebody does get into an accident with you, it is the Costa Rica law that you do not move your car. So if somebody bumps your car, don't pull off to the side of the road and get out and look at the damage. No. Somebody bumps your car, you stay right where you are in the middle of the road, wait for the cops to get there, and then you get out of your car. Be safe about that, because A, I don't know what happens if you move your car. All the insurance might go out the window, and B, you don't want to get yourself in that situation where you get out of the car and then all of a sudden you got 3 people running out of their car into your car, and you're by yourself, you don't know what to do. Keep your door locked, stay in the road, right where you are. Somebody will call the cops, and just let the police deal with it. Number 4, the currency exchange rate, getting gringo priced. I mean, this is a tough one. It happens all the time. Just know your prices, know what the exchange rate is, keep it on your app on your phone. There's an app on your phone you can go and download that'll give you the currency exchange rate. You know, I wouldn't, unless you're in a really touristy area, I wouldn't really say you're gonna have a problem with that. There's a lot of gringos here, and they've been here for many, 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 many years. If they get caught at a restaurant or a store doing something like that, they are gonna be in so much trouble. It's not worth it. So, yeah, just, I mean, keep your eye out on it. Know what the price is. Know what the difference is. And in most places, if they do accept an exchange, like if you go to a place and they will exchange your money for that, they usually have like a price on the wall. It says, you know, what the exchange rate is today. So just know, you know, and it's gonna be different for every store. So just because you go to the bank and it's something, and you go to another store it's something else, that's just what that store charges. They want a little bit of extra money, a little kickback for doing the exchange. That's just what it is, you know? It's like you pay like an ATM fee almost. It's not a lot, it's a couple bucks. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal. One thing you can do, a lot of people don't know this, is you can go to your bank about 2-3 weeks before you go to any country and give them whatever amount of money, 200, 300 bucks, and say, hey, I want to exchange this for Costa Rica cologne, and they will take that money and call you in a week, and you come pick up your money. Now you have money in your pocket before you even get to the airport, which is really nice. That's what I did before I came to Costa Rica, just so I had money for the taxi. I had money because I didn't want to get gringo priced. I didn't want to get off to a wrong foot. Like, I wanted to start off perfectly, make everything work out well. I know exactly what needs to be done. Boom, boom, boom. Price, boom, boom, and no problem. So Do that before you come. Go to your bank, get a couple $100 and just Costa Rica colones or wherever you're going. You can do that. So exchange rate is on you. If you get beat on that, that's on you. If you go to a store and there's no prices on anything, and you're a little weary about being gringo priced, I would leave and go to a BM or a Maxi Pali or a big supermarket with all the prices on everything that you buy. So a lot of these little stores, they just have stuff on the shelf and they put in the price when you buy it. And you know, I'm sure still to this day, there's a few dollars that get taken out of my pocket, but that's okay. Number 5, the fake taxis. Now, like I was saying before, the taxis will just take you on a wild ride, and they'll just be like, oh, the bridge was out or this was out. Fake taxis are a thing, man. You come out of these airports or you come out of the bus station and some guy's just waving you down. He's saying taxi, 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 and you go to his car and it's not a taxi car. I suggest, if there's a ton of different taxis to choose from, leave. You know, it's tough because sometimes if you're in a place like, for instance, I just got back from Capos from Independence Day. I'm looking for taxis, and this guy was just getting to his car. I looked at him, he looked at me, and he said, "Need a ride?" And I said, "Yes." So we just jumped in his car, and he wasn't a taxi, and he charged me $2 million to go like 5 kilometers, which is like a perfect price. You know, I thought I was gonna have to pay him $5 million or something crazy. He charged me a perfect price. So it's tough. If you're in the city and you have a ton of different taxis to choose from, go with the red truck. Go with the red car, go with the red truck, the one that says taxi. But if you do find a guy on the side of the road or whatever, and he's saying he's a taxi, he might not be a bad dude, it might be a perfect ride, it might be exactly what you need. Just ask him the price. Just be like, I'm going here, what is the price? What are you gonna charge me? And if he says too much, just tell him, hey, I have this amount of money, would you do it for this? And if he says no, then you're gonna either pay for it or you're gonna find another guy. So yes, fake taxis are definitely a thing here. Be wary. Don't just get into random strangers' cars unless you're into doing that, and some people are into doing it. So yes, be careful. Always ask the price. Alright, this was one that I saw online that I never really heard of, really. The gas station price scam. I mean, I guess people are getting overcharged at the gas station. One thing I saw was somebody got out of the car, gave the guy his card, got gas, went to the bathroom, came out, and the gas meter was blank 000, and the guy was charged a whole bunch of money on his card, but he doesn't know how much gas he actually got in his car, whatever. I mean, yeah, that could definitely happen. You can be sitting there giving money to somebody and somebody else is talking, you try to sell you something and you just give them a bunch of money and don't even know what you just gave them. Yeah, I mean, that stuff happens, but you gotta be, this is on you now, you know? You need to, if you give somebody your card, don't walk away and go to the bathroom and not know what you're being charged. I never walk away, give somebody my card and walk away. I stay, if I go to the gas station and I get gas, I'm at the gas pump waiting for them. Thank you very much. Then I pull off to the side, I use the bathroom, I go inside or whatever. But just to leave your card with them and let them do whatever they're gonna do, I don't trust that. I don't trust that in any country. So, yeah, if you get robbed at the gas station, I think that's on you. You've gotta be a little more smarter than that. All right, number 6, the rental car scam. Okay, this one, I feel bad for it because a lot of people get scammed. They get this car that has a bunch of scratches all over it. They don't talk to anybody about it. They wind up getting in the car, leaving the lot, coming back, and then they get charged for every little nick and cranny that the guy wants to say that he found on the car, whether it was there or it wasn't. It's up to him to say that because you did not do your due diligence and go around and inspect the car and say, hey, look, there's a scratch here, there's a scratch here. I go on the roof, and they're like, oh, it's overkill, man. Like, we know that there's stuff on the roof because I don't care. Write it down. Don't let them say, oh yeah, we know about that. No, I don't know about that. Let me write it down. I want to see it all. Make sure you know, because I know personally, I know a guy, I'm not friends with the guy, he was just drunk telling me a story, how he used to rent cars and his boss used to pay him half of whatever he could get out of gringos. So if he got $500, he got $250 in his pocket, the boss got $250, and they just went about their day. Every day he said, I just got one after the other, one after the other. I'm like, you know how fucked up that sounds? But, you know, people gotta make their money, and that's, I guess, how some people do it here. So be careful, make sure you are being smart with your rental car, know exactly what you have done, get insurance, make sure you know all the scratches, make sure, like, just to be, you know, be safe with the car, don't be an asshole. Definitely get insurance. Number 8, parking lot scams. I mean, here's the thing about the parking lot scams. If you get scammed into a parking lot, you're gonna pay. I mean, it's just what it is. What I always do is I drive around. I drive up and down until I find a spot. And if I have to pay $2 mil, I gotta pay $2 mil, but it's $2 mil. Just make sure you're paying by the spot you wanna be at. Because you might see a bunch of guys, you'll be pulling into the park, you know, pulling into like, to the beach or whatever, and some guy will be out there, hey, park here, park here, park here. And you park here, but the beach is way, way down there. Don't do that. And then you just pay $2 mil and you get to the beach and the whole thing is open. There's nobody even down there. So just drive around. Wherever you're gonna go, drive around, find your parking spot. If you don't find anything, pay your $2 mil. Whatever. The guy will watch your car and then you don't have to worry about somebody robbing you, which is nice. But parking lot scams are parking lot scams. There's gonna be guys out there with signs saying park here, park here. Don't listen to them. Keep on going. They get pissed. They start cursing at you and stuff. They know, you know. They know that you know, and they're pissed that they're not making the money. It's ridiculous. Those guys piss me off because they're so ignorant. Like down in Mount Antonio, these guys are so ignorant. They're so mean for no reason. Like if you don't use them, they're like, get out of here. Literally the last time I went down there, there's all these guys in the street, park here, park here. I went up to the beach and it was literally a parking spot right at the front of the beach, right around the little roundabout. Everybody else was parking there. I parked right behind the guy. It was perfect. Didn't pay for nothing. Number 9, investing in things you've never seen. People, I've seen people do it. I've heard the stories. Don't invest in anything you haven't been here to see for yourself. And if you do want to invest in something here, if you do want to invest in a house or a property, come here like now, like not like now, I mean like this time of year. End of September, early October, mid-October, late October. If you're gonna buy something, come here for October and see what it's like in its worst. Do not invest in anything you have not seen. That is the dumbest thing anybody's ever done. Don't ever do that. I don't care who you are or where you are. Don't ever give somebody money for something you've never seen. That's ridiculous. People do it all the time here. You'd be so surprised. People will sell you the dream all the time. It happens all the time. Don't be stupid. And talking about being stupid, the number 1 stupid thing you can do is fall in love with a Tico or a Tica on your vacation here in Costa Rica. The amores, the mi corazones, they love you, they need you, they want to be with you. Guess what? They know you're a tourist, they know you have money, and there's so many of their girlfriends and boyfriends and guy friends and whatever that have found this beautiful American or Canadian, and they bought them the world, and they live this happily ever life, and everybody needs it. Everybody just needs that life. But it never works out. So then they just wind up having a baby with you, and then you leave, and then don't fall in love on your vacation. It is a beautiful country. There is a lot of beautiful people here. Everything's perfect. Especially when you're in a beautiful country like this. It's just so perfect. Don't do it, people. Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Have your fun. Do your thing. But do not think that that guy or girl that wants to move in with you on your vacation or your long-term stay or your short-term stay, they do not love you. They do not love you. I've heard so many horror stories. I've seen so many horror stories. It's dangerous. The love is dangerous here. Alright people, that is it for me. That is 10 scams that you may or may not deal with when you come to visit or stay long or short term here in Costa Rica. If you stay long term, you'll probably see, most of those. I've seen, I'd say 8 out of 10 of those I've seen personally. But if you're here on vacation, you'll probably just have to deal with a couple of, maybe $10, $20 out of your pocket that you'll pay somebody that you weren't supposed to pay, or they overcharge you for something, whatever. And that's just the price of coming on vacation, enjoying the Pura Vida life. That's Pura Vida. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that like button. Make sure to hit that like button. And you guys like the new studio. We are building some behind the scenes stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes here, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I'll see you guys on the next adventure, which will be tomorrow. I don't know if you guys realize, but I've been like vlogging every day. Not to toot my own horn or nothing, but toot, gentlemen, peace.